Okay, so in Mapping 101 we talked about the basics of mapping, how we get information from somewhere into our CRM system. In this example, we're going to talk through the basis of mapping a survey into our CRM system. So for this we're going to have, in simplest terms, some questions that we get answers to. Okay, this in 1 to 6, and we'll get some tick boxes and check boxes. And we'll also know whether this is linked to a person, like capturing a name and an email. And what do we do with that information? So we know from a mapping perspective that we can use our email to check to see whether the contact exists or whether the lead exists. And now, once we've found one or potentially created somebody, we've got to figure out what we do with this information. So what do we do with this and any other survey responses that we collect? Now I can look in my CRM and the simple case is I haven't got anywhere to put this information. So I now do one of two things. I can either, depending on what the feedback is, add some fields to my objects, custom fields, to record the survey answers. This is not a great approach because what happens if I'm asking the same question and I need to put it in the case record, the lead record, and the account record? You're duplicating data, conflicting reporting, and it just all gets a bit messy. There is a better approach. So CRMs generally have the ability to add in what they will call custom objects. And Clicktools recommends that you create a custom object to store your survey answers and then link this back to wherever it needs to go. So in this example, going back to my red, we will use the name and email to map back to our contact and our lead, but then we'll put the survey information into our custom object and then link it back to our contact and lead. And that's how we map surveys in CRM.